I've just finished work and it's the end of day one of the Book-Tube-Athon, and I'm in pyjamas ready to go do some more reading before I go to sleep. And this is really an update and the day one challenge, so let's get away. Now the first book I've started reading for the Book-Tube-Athon is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I started reading this about 1 o'clock last night and I'm presently 247 pages in. I've got about 103 pages left, which I hope to finish tonight before I go to sleep. And then I would have read one book for the Book-Tube-Athon, so I'm doing pretty well. I would have liked to have finished this before I went to work, but housework calls. So yeah, I'm going quite well at the moment and at a good pace. So today's challenge is to show your top 3 books that you've read because of Booktube, and I've got 4 here because I can't remember whether the one was because of Booktube or not. So I'm going to show you all of them just in case it was because of Booktube. Now first up is Trouble by Non Pratt. Now this was all over Booktube a few months ago and completely loved it. It's one of my favourite books of the year and I'm so glad I read this because of Booktube. Next up is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I read this a few weeks ago and completely adore this book and so glad I've read it and wouldn't have found it without Booktube. So thank you Booktube for this wonderful book. The next book is the one that I'm not sure if I got from Booktube or found from something else, and that is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. Now I read this last month or the month before, really enjoyed this. I can't remember whether it's from Booktube that I learnt about this book or I just found it on Amazon or a random list on the internet. But it was a really good book and if you haven't read this I'd highly recommend it. Now the fourth one is just in case I did get the other book from somewhere else other than Booktube, and this one is Sweetly by Jackson Pearce. This is my favourite in the duology of the Sister Reds and Sweetly, and I really enjoyed this one, so thanks again Booktube for another great recommendation. So these are the books I read because of Booktube and I thoroughly enjoyed them, and if you haven't read them yet I'd highly recommend them. So that's the end of my video for Booktube Day 1. I will go and finish this off and we'll see you guys tomorrow hopefully with another video. So I'll see you guys then. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I can't wait to hear your comments.